Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Wednesday, the 28th of June, 2023. I hope you are keeping well. We've reached the midpoint of the week again, working week that is. And that means another medium-level Sudoku puzzle from the Guardian, which I will get on with in a moment. Excuse me, breakfast still being digested, which makes a change. Normally I'm playing this game before breakfast. What to think about Matt Hancock's apology? You know, politics is so awful at the moment. We have fallen so far that just to hear somebody actually admit that they got something wrong is quite shocking nowadays. Boris Johnson absolutely followed Trump's playbook. Trump, of course, would never, ever admit that he's ever done anything wrong from the day he was born until now, and everybody else is always wrong. And, admitting that you're ever wrong about anything is just not on the cards. And Johnson has tried to follow that as well. But Matt Hancock, who was health secretary during COVID in the UK, of course, has given an apology as the inquiry into the government's handling of COVID goes on. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to talk. So I'm going to read some of it, so hang on with me if you want to hang on with me. If you're not fast-forwarding to the Sudoku just a moment. He said, "I'm profoundly sorry for the impact that it had. I'm profoundly sorry for each death that has occurred, and I also understand why for some it would be hard to take that apology from me. I understand that. I get it. But it's honest and heartfelt, and I'm not very good at talking about my emotions and how I feel, but it's honest and true. All I can do is to ensure that this inquiry gets to the bottom of it, and that for the future we learn the right lessons and that we stop a pandemic in its tracks much, much earlier. And that we have the systems ready in place to do that, because I'm worried that they're being dismantled as we speak." Yeah, but they were being dismantled long before that, right? Now the point is that he's accepting responsibility in terms of, oh yeah, I'm sorry. But what about legal responsibility? When people are negligent in their jobs and small accidents occur, people are often charged with negligence. When government ministers, I mean, he's not the only one, there are a whole bunch of them, right? Including Johnson. Government ministers are negligent, and hundreds of thousands of people die as a result of that who needn't have died if they'd had better policy. That must have legal ramifications. Come on. You can't just say, oh, I'm sorry I did it, let's not do it again. No, this is not good enough. And there needs to be some consequences, legal consequences, for all of those people who denied proper scientific advice on the grounds that they could take advice from political figures who thought that they would know better than medical doctors. Now, it is quite true that as COVID began and as it developed, some medical advice changed, because that's the nature of science, right? The nature of understanding the disease. It begins with a particularly broad, not a very close understanding of the problem, and as the situation develops, medical advice can change, but you need to be taking medical advice at all stages and considering what could be, not just as it is right now. You should have been more prepared for that, because there were systems in place previously, many years before, to cover this, and the Tories had dismantled those systems previously. And so you can't just bullshit your way out of it. Really, you can't. Apology, okay, good that you've actually said you realize and you understand that you were responsible, one of those responsible. But that's not enough. That's really not enough. Okay, let's get on with the game of Sudoku. That's woken me up there. I was pretty sleepy when I clicked the video start button, but I've seemed to have woken up. Okay, let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? Let's just click on the digits and see if anything comes to mind. Okay, we've got one blocking across here and down here, so a one in one of those two squares blocking down, and we've got ones blocking across like this. It's going to give us a one in that location there. Actually, I see a 6 blocking up here and 6 down here and 6 across there. So let's put the 6 in there. Four and 9 block up here, so we're going to get 4 and 9 in these two squares. So now that we know that's 4 and 9, and I can't place them, but that means that these squares have to be 2 and 7. So we've got the 7 blocking there, so that would be the 7, and this would be the 2. Five blocks this square, so, or if you prefer 5 up there and 5 down there, we're going to get the 5 there. And the last number down here is an 8. Eight across here and down here means that this is an 8. Let's go again. I hope the microphone is not picking up sounds of my stomach digesting my breakfast. Oh, is today's game rather tougher than usual, or am I dreaming? Oh no, there we go. 7 blocking these 3 squares, so we need 7 at the end here. Okay, we've got 8 blocking up here and 8 across here. That means 8 is in one of these 2 squares there blocking down, and with the 8 across here, we know that 8 can fit there. Then 8 across here and 8 down here will give us an 8 in that square. Okay, so let's see what we're lacking over here. 2, 3, and 6, I think. Well, this is unusual for the Guardian. I'm needing to stop and pause. Normally don't need to pause very much. Oh dear. Most unusual. I'm sure the answer is somewhere in this middle section here. Let's just have a quick look and see what we know in this middle shoot. I mean, I know that the ones are in those squares there. Ones could be like that. What do we know about the twos? Not a lot, really. Okay, how about the threes? Well, we have threes in those squares, and we have threes like this. What do we know about fours? Fours are like this. I know they're up there somewhere. Over here, not a great deal. Fives are like this. Down here like this, and up there like so. Obviously there and there. Six. Ah, there we go. 6. I knew there was something in the middle shoot there. That's better. 6. So now 1 blocks across here is going to give me a 1 in that square. And missing numbers here now are 2, 4, and 9, I guess. So 4 blocking across here, 4 blocking across here. There's the 4. And 1 number missing in the middle here. Looks to me to be a 2. Seven down here means that 7 goes in that square, and 3 and 7 block down here, so this is 3 and 7, and this has got to be a 9. Two then blocks down here and gives us a 2 in this square here, and the missing number here is a 4. 4 is needed up there, and this will be a 9. Right, where are we off to now? I think I'm just going to click through again and see if anything stands out. Fours go up here and up there and across there. That's going to give me a 4 in that square. We have 4 blocking this square, and this square in this column, so that's where the 4 must go. Two blocks this square and this square, so in that column there's a 2. Six blocks this square. We don't have a 6 in this row yet, so that's the 6. Then, oops, we'll take the 6s to the top, like that. Okay, 6 across here and 6 up here means that's a 6. And 6 down here and across here. We're going to get our first completed digit. 6 is now out of the way. And there's only 1 number missing here. I think it's a 3. And we're going to go 3 up here and 3 across these 2 rows. Puts a 3 into that square. 1 number missing for this column. I think it's a 9. And then we'll be placing 4 in this square here. My stomach is really rumbling now, but it can't be rumbling from hunger. It's just digestion noises. How awful. I hope the microphone is not doing you a disservice and picking this up. Right, where are we now? Here we are. We need a 5 for this square, don't we? And we have 5 blocking across here and up here, so here's a 5. 5 going up here and up here. Here's a 5. And 5s across and across here means there's a 5. The middle, 4, 5 and 6 are done. Here we're looking for an 8. And we also have 8 blocking up here and across here like this, so there's an 8. And 2 blocks across here, giving me the 2 in that square. 2 down here means that's a 2. Here we're looking for a 9, and there we're looking for a 9. And 9 blocks across here, so we get a 9 in that square, and then 9s down to the bottom means we can finish off the 9s. Missing number up here is a 1. So 1 down and 1 up gives 1 in that square. Down at the bottom here we're looking for, I think, a 3. And 3 blocking down here will give us a 3 in that location there. And 3 across here means that's the final 3. This was a 7, I remember. 7 across here, 7 down there. Then we're looking for a 2 and a 2. And that's our Guardian medium level game over for a Wednesday. Ta-ra! See you another time. Bye-bye.